Hey, it's Nikki.
And it's Brie.
And we're
Late to the Party,
a podcast about the film, fashion, and pop culture moments that shaped us into the weirdos that we are. And today, we are answering the hard-hitting questions.
Yes, all of them.
Are we having a Femininomenon? Have we fully entered our brain rot era with the Brat-ification of everything? Are we all just one glow up away from reaching our full potential?
I think yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Speaking of glow ups, Brie, can we just get into it?
Yeah.
Have you seen Daisy Edgar-Jones glow up?
Yes, I have.
So for the press tour, she's hired a new stylist, Danny Michelle, who typically does Kendall Jenner, Hailey Bieber, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley.
Ooh.
But she's got her mitts on Daisy Edgar-Jones for this Twisters press tour. And I'm just obsessed.
I love it. I love when she was wearing like tiny sunglasses and like these like flowy dresses. I don't know how to describe these outfits, but they're gorgeous.
They are. Well, for one, she rocks those tiny sunglasses much like, you remember in like the 90s, Julia Roberts?
Yes.
Could rock a sunglass.
They're very Julia Roberts tiny sunglass coated.
I know. I wonder if that's like on purpose, but it's definitely her signature.
Yeah.
It's like a very 90s looking sunglass.
I like it. I want to steal that look.
I know. Well, you always hear like a signature shoe or a signature bag. Like the Olsen twins had, you know, the Birkin, all beat up Birkin, or Kate Moss had the motorcycle Balenciaga bag.
Yeah.
But Daisy Edgar-Jones has the sunglasses.
Tiny sunglasses.
Yeah.
I love to see it. Yeah.
If you were, if you had to have like a signature like element to your look, what would it be?
Oh, that's a great question. As much as I want to steal like the Chappell Roan, like reddish hair, you know, like dye my hair like a certain shade of red, the beet juice red.
Yes.
But I don't know. I feel like right now I don't have a signature look. Maybe this Hosier t-shirt. I've been wearing this a lot, but you can't just wear that every day.
Or maybe you can.
Maybe a graphic tee though. I do wear graphic tees a lot. Any chance I can. So maybe a graphic tee. Would that count?
A good graphic tee. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd consider that.
Yeah. How about you? What is your signature look?
I don't have one right now, but just wearing a lot of black right now, to be honest. You know, I would say on the streets, I've heard that I'm known for my shoe.
I would say that's what I would say is your shoes. I mean, even right now you're wearing really cute like wedge heels.
Yeah, like a platform.
Like a platform.
I'm a platform shoe girl. I'm, you know, whatever the equivalent to like a Jeffrey Campbell Lita is at any point in time. Like I want to wear like the tallest heels, the funkiest shoes. If it has spikes on it, forget about it. I'm all over it. The higher the heel, the closer to God.
Ooh, true. Yeah. I don't know. I love it. I love your heels.
Thank you.
Always.
I love your graphic tees.
Thank you. I know. I got that one that's it's like Bobby Hill. It says like, damn it, Bobby.
I love
right?
Your graphic tees definitely set like a tone.
Yeah. I don't know what tone that is, but it's something.
It's a good reference.
Yeah. I love a good reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm fascinated by Daisy Edgar-Jones's like style metamorphosis, if you will. Like I love that anyways. Like I think about a lot what makes an it girl. And I feel like at least a style it girl we have with her in the making.
Yeah. Style is a big part of being an it girl, I think.
Definitely. And it's quiet. It was like she came out of nowhere. Like she doesn't have to go this hard for Twisters.
True.
But she does. I don't know. This is very like career defining in my opinion. Just on that like is it Valentino? No. It was Chloe. It was the Chloe Periwinkle. Like I think that there are 3 looks specifically during this press tour that Daisy Edgar-Jones is on. 3 looks that have cemented her into like style icon status.
Just those 3?
Those 3.
The big three.
The big three.
Yeah.
No, I think so. I think it starts, you have to start off with the Chloe dress, the mini dress it's like a nudish, beigey color that really reminds me of like a Sienna Miller circa 2005.
I love it. I love this like double layered necklace too that she's wearing. And like it looks like a boho bag, like that. Isn't that what they're called? Just like
like a hobo bag.
Hobo bag. Yeah. And it looks so effortless.
Again, with her tiny sunglasses. It's so crazy. Like I was reading an article about the style transformation of Daisy Edgar-Jones, and I thought what was really fascinating is her glam team, her hairstylist really just took her bangs from just being straight across to parted in the middle and swept to the side or to the two sides.
Well, side swept. Yeah.
Like the style references were Jane Birkin and I forget the other one. It makes way more sense, but she definitely has the Jane Birkin hair going on.
I could see that. Yeah. I was going to even say maybe Alexa Chung, but I know Alexa has shorter hair, but her bangs kind of are feathery.
Totally.
You know?
I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that look.
I love it. I love how it's all just kind of neutral, but it's she's also walking with like this attitude. Like, you know what I mean? Like not like super sassy attitude, but just like I am here. Kind
Definitely.
of like I'm here to slay.
She's definitely like in her element, it seems.
Yeah.
Or just like that confidence when you know like you look good. And
right.
you're like being styled properly.
Yeah, not like, oh, I feel awkward in this, or like, yeah, she just looks like she's just feeling herself. And I love it.
She can totally pull off like Norma Kamali's. Yeah, it's Norma Kamali, right? No. Is it? No, that's a different artist. Oop. Rewind. Kamina Kamali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were close.
I was really close. I was getting my wires crossed.
Yeah.
It was all those improv exercises before.
I know. We did a bunch of improv exercises. That was fun.
Because I found in a box my Truth and Comedy book.
That's awesome.
So I had to bust it out. But no, I think she can rock this Chloe very well. And they've been trying. I've been reading Vogue for forever. And they've been like, Chloe, the boho look's going to happen. And
yeah, they've been talking about that, right? With the shoe. Didn't they bring back, wasn't it Chloe that brought back that specific shoe? Am I thinking of that correctly?
Oh, yeah, like
in the runway?
The platform wedge where all the entire like room was or the front row was wearing the shoes, and they brought Sienna Miller out and they had this big Vogue article, and they've been really trying to make boho chic happen again.
Yeah.
And I love it. But yeah, it wasn't sticking, and maybe with Daisy Edgar-Jones will stick a little bit.
I hope so. I mean, I love the periwinkle look as well. Like,
that's the moment that she's a star. Like a style icon, like completely this periwinkle Chloe outfit.
I agree. I mean, I don't know how to, like, I just love the silhouette. Like, it's kind of, it's not a lot of layers, but it's like sheer for one, but it's really hard to describe. Like, it's like, I don't know if it's like a fairy. I don't know how to like, it's like she's wearing, are they pants? You know?
Oh, it is a two-piece. I know that the front bit's a top.
Yeah, it's like she has the top and it's like kind of cropped, but then she has these long bell sleeves, and there's like almost like a mock neck situation happening.
But yeah, no one is rocking this new era of Chloe like Daisy Edgar-Jones.
She's killing it with coffee in hand.
Definitely. I love that. And also this Victoria Beckham dress she wore. It's very, very cool. It's like almost like a huge like heart.
I dig it. It's very cute.
Again with the signature sunglasses.
I'm living for these like signature sunglasses. Yeah.
What is it about a signature sunglass that's so effortlessly chic?
I don't know. It just made me think though I'm missing my signature sunglasses. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, you
R.I.P.
lost your signature sunglasses.
But I don't know what it is. It's also like Anna Wintour. She's made that happen with the bob. Like she has like the two kind of things happening. I mean, can you have just a signature sunglass or do you need another element, you know? Like I feel like her hair is definitely working for her as well.
Yeah. I think you're onto something about the hair sunglasses combo, or hair and something.
Yeah.
Like as far as an icon, I wouldn't go so far as to say like Daisy Edgar-Jones is equivalent to an Amy Winehouse or an Anna Wintour. But there are definite elements that I think if you're going to be an icon, there are elements that are your signature that you have to have. Like if someone can do a drawing, they know it's you. And I think with Daisy Edgar-Jones's new style metamorphosis of sorts, you have the Jane Birkin style hair and the tiny sunglasses.
Yeah. It's really working for her, you know? I don't know. I think she just should keep this look for a while.
I love it. I want to see more. I want to see her work with Danny Michelle more, and I want to see whatever project she has next. I'm not like a big stan, so I don't know what's going on next, but I want to see it.
Just going to keep your eye on her.
Totally. I'm keeping my eyes out for Selena.
Yeah. Have you seen Twisters yet? Or
no, I really want to see it, but I really want to see it in 4DX.
That would be so cool. I feel like that would be the best way to experience it. Like in the Twister.
I'm totally bought in. I've never had the urge to do 4DX until Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, have you seen the original Twister?
No, I haven't.
Talk about style icon. Helen Hunt in Twister is just perfectly, like, she's a girl you want to hang out with.
Really?
Yes.
Well, now
she's
I need to look.
Down to earth, ready to tumble. She's got the white tank top. She's got some cargo pants.
Ooh, I love a good cargo pant. She has some side swept bangs too, just saying. Is that like a thing? Maybe I feel like with bangs, I've always, like, in my personal experience with bangs, they've always been not the right length. They were like baby bangs. I mean, I was a kid when I had bangs mostly. Yeah.
Have you had bangs as an adult?
There was that one time I gave myself bangs and it worked out, but it was like a shaggy kind of, they grew out to be like a shaggy look. It was okay, but it's so hard to maintain bangs.
It is. No one talks about the perils of having bangs.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You always have to have that like Bumble, like tiny powder dry shampoo at the ready or something to like.
Yeah. I'm like, is everyone's face just breaking out? But maybe like splitting them in the middle. Maybe that's like, you know, because looking at Helen Hunt, she's got them kind of in the middle and they're flying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
maybe it's like the really severe, like when we were growing up, speaking of, I don't know, but when boho chic was in for the first time in like the mid 2000s, like when we were kids, what was really in was the blunt bang.
The blunt bang, yeah.
Which is a breeding ground for acne. But maybe with like a side sweat, like a swoopy bang or a feathery bang, maybe you give your forehead some time and space to breathe.
Yeah. Huh. Wow.
And that's my case for bangs.
I know. I'm like, wait, do I need to get bangs now? Like, maybe I need to reconsider. Maybe I just did the wrong bangs. Like,
maybe.
Yeah. Just keep them long and so you can sweep them away.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Or it's like, not to get in the weeds about bangs, but like the farther back you cut the bangs, the blunter they're going to be, correct?
True. Yeah.
So maybe you just, I don't know, I'm not a hairdresser,
let him go.
But yeah, maybe there has to be a way. If all these women, these iconic women can have really nice feathery bangs, and so can you.
You know who has iconic bangs?
Who?
Dakota Johnson, now that I'm thinking about it.
She does.
You know, they're kind of like long and feathery.
She does have that look.
I wonder how her forehead's doing. I don't know. I'm just like, I want to take a poll.
How's Dakota Johnson's forehead?
Yeah.
These are the real questions.
Yeah.
I do wonder.
Keeps me up at night.
That's a signature, you know, style glow up as well. Yeah. Dakota Johnson. Like, I don't really remember her before the bangs.
It doesn't look right.
But I've seen photos. It doesn't. But also, like, 50 Shades made her a star, but what kept her in the Pinterest mood boards is the bangs.
Yeah. No, truly. Yeah. The bangs.
That's like a tiny sunglass. Bangs alone.
Maybe bangs alone. Yeah. Maybe you don't always need the sunglasses. Wow. Maybe you're good enough on your own.
You should wear bangs.
Maybe. That'd be wild. Like next episode, we just sit down and we have bangs. That'd be fun.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Fully like Barb and Star.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my God.
We can wear our culottes.
Cool. Or
Our bangs.
what are they? Not campy culottes, vacation culottes?
Our vacation culottes.
Yes. Yeah, no, this week I watched Barb and Star
Same.
per your suggestion, which I've seen it before, but per your suggestion, I watched it again.
It's so good, right? I mean, not to put words in your mouth.
I do think it's really good. Also, we're going to be Barb and Star one day.
We are. Oh my God. Throughout this movie, there's so many things. I took little notes to myself and I'm like, wait a minute. Because at first I'm like, oh, they're being funny. And I'm like, wait, is that us? Is that us?
It's 100% us. That's like a crystal ball into the future of us.
Yeah.
You know what blew my mind this rewatch?
What?
They're in their 40s.
No way.
No, oh my God. Because when, I forget the actress's name, but she's in Bridesmaids as well. You know, the lady from the Goldbergs.
With the blonde hair, yes.
Yeah, she's like us ladies in our 40s. And they're like, yeah. And that makes it funnier because you know that they're type of women that like,
yeah.
you know, it's just two different, like.
It's almost like they're in a different generation of 40-year-old women. You know what I mean?
Totally. Like 1980s, like Golden Girl style women.
I love it.
It's crazy to think like there's always that meme that goes around. I feel like all my aunts have at one point sent me the meme of, you know, the Golden Girls are the same age as the ladies from Sex and the City.
Oh yeah, I've
in
seen
like
that.
the movies. But it's kind of true with Barb and Star.
It is. I think it's like the haircut makes it all too. Have you seen those TikToks that's like, okay, I'm going to do this haircut. And they're like, oh my gosh, guys, like this is what people in their 40s, like this is what they look like. It's this hair that's really making you look old.
Do you remember that time you got that haircut?
Oh God, no. I blocked that out. That was like the most traumatizing haircut of my life.
You turned into Barb or Star. I'm not sure which one.
It's true. Yeah.
You visited Del Mar.
I did.
At the hair place.
That is not what I asked for. I wanted a cute pixie cut.
Yeah, what did you ask for? So back in like 2021, you wanted to have your Danny Michelle glow up.
I did.
And so you asked for a pixie?
Yes, I had photos as a reference.
Yo, who are your references?
You know, I could probably pull up that Pinterest board right now and let you know.
You saved it?
Yeah, well, I have a whole hair inspiration board.
Don't we all?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I even had, psychotic as it sounds, I had a hair color one where when I wanted to get my hair back to being dark.
Yeah, no, I think I remember that.
I'm like, here's a Pinterest board about my natural hair color, please.
Yeah. Well, you were traumatized as well. I don't get like sometimes going like, it's like it could be hit or miss. Oh, maybe it was it this one? That's.
Ooh, you have some Aubrey Tattoo?
Tattoo? I thought it was Tattoo.
Some like Amelie vibes.
Yeah, I just wanted a pixie, like, and I had one before.
Mm-hmm.
Looked super cute, and this bitch gives me a Karen cut. Like pretty much. You screamed. I like came to see you. I knocked on the door. You opened it and like literally screamed and then laughed. Like you were like ah.
I fell to the floor laughing.
You did, and I was like crying. I was like, ah.
Well, it was shocking because leading up to your haircut, you were like, these are my references. And you showed me all these really cute, fabulous, like Aubrey Tattoo, haircuts. Mm-hmm. And so I was just so amped up. I was like, Bree's getting her haircut. She's treating herself. She's going to have this cute little pixie cut.
Mm-hmm. And I think I told you on the phone after I got my hair done. I'm like, Nikki, it looks really bad. I can't. And you're like, yeah, I'm sure it's not that bad.
Well, that's what everyone says.
Yeah.
Me being dramatic. But
But yeah.
No, it was that bad. I'm not gonna lie.
That's how I knew.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's hilarious. I laughed about it later. It's just in that moment I was too upset,
100%.
You know how
Yeah, I mean, hair is really important.
it is.
I mean, there's that one time that I went for a balayage and they gave me like the 2003 Kelly Clarkson chunky highlights.
They did. Yeah.
That was had our moments. But back to Barb and Star.
Back to Barb and Star.
Barb and Star.
Oh my God, I love this movie.
AKA Late to the Party.
It's just us. Oh, I was going to say like that conversation they have when they're like, what is the girl that they create?
Oh my God. I thought about it too. Trish. They made this whole story. There's like the scene when they are going to Del Mar on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And they make up this whole fictitious scenario about this woman named Trish.
Yeah.
And they're like so worked up about Trish that they're like finishing each other's sentences. And then they leave the plane like crying.
Yeah, because they give Trish like a tragic story, and it eventually has to end because they spend like hours like coming up with these stories. They're like, to me, a woman named Trish, she's got it together, and then they just keep expanding. They're like, she's got a natural sense of rhythm. She's a photographer, and they just like,
yes,
I don't know. I wonder like how. I wonder if that's like Kristen Wiig and Amy Momolo.
Yeah.
Are they like riffing, or is some of it just like random takes? Because that seems like improv.
You can tell at least Kristen Wiig. She's from the Groundlings. Mm-hmm. You can tell she's done some improv,
right?
She's done a Harold or 10. That's an improv exercise. We've taken improv, not at the Groundlings, but we've taken a lot of improv, and that is an exact exercise.
It's true.
The one where you're around in a circle and you're like making up the story.
Yeah. I feel like we do that naturally too.
Totally.
Like, I don't know what it is. We just like to go down these like journeys. I don't know.
That's the spice of life.
It is,
baby.
Oh
no, I was heartbroken for the ladies when their couch got taken away from them. Like their talking couch.
That's my favorite scene because it's like they're both at work, or at least one of them is. One of them's clocked in.
Oh my God. Good thing we've had the foresight to not have the same job.
Yeah.
Because that would have been us.
We would get nothing done. We would just sit and talk on the couch.
Truly.
Someone tries to buy it. We're like, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. We need a moment.
This is our special couch. You can't.
We had Thanksgiving here.
Yes. Just how unhinged, but how like we would do that if one of us was working. We would just come in.
Yeah. I feel like we've done that anyway, like just having different jobs. We come and hang out at each other's jobs sometimes, just say hey. So like if we had the same job, it would be so much easier to do and no work would get done.
We're literally Barb and Star.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
But oh my God, Brie. So this rewatch of Barb and Star, I was exhausted and I fell asleep.
Oh, you know what? I actually fell asleep too at a certain point. Yeah.
Barb and Star. I fell asleep. And the moment that I woke up, like, when you're like half awake, half asleep and you're just gaining consciousness again?
Yeah.
It was Jamie Dornan's song.
It was where he's climbing like,
yes.
Yes. Oh my God. That was me.
Really? No.
Oh,
really?
Really? Yeah.
So was that disorienting for you?
I thought that it was very akin to Troy Bolton's Bet on It. You know, the way he like flails. I was like, what is this? I don't remember. To be honest, I didn't remember this movie was a musical as well. That kind of startled me.
I know, because I could totally watch just Kristen Wiig and Annie Momolo like riff all day long.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
That's the movie for me. Them like sneaking into the other hotel's pool. That's the comedy for me.
I loved that. Yeah. But yeah, no, that it was a little disorienting, but I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, and see, I didn't open my eyes.
You didn't open your eyes?
I was like lucid dreaming. It was like blended in, and that was the weirdest like fever dream ever.
Well, I will say like the production behind that song is wild. Like I was like, what the heck is? Because it reminded me. We watched Mamma Mia recently. Mm-hmm. He was giving that same oomph that Pierce Brosnan was. When he was singing, and I was just like, wow. Like, and there's like heavy guitar in the background, but And then there were like something with the seagulls, or it like kept climbing. Like that song just kept going, and I was like, wow, this, I don't remember it being this intense.
It's Jamie Dornan's best performance in my opinion.
Yeah. Wait a second. Jamie Dornan, is he in 50 Shades, right? He's
Mr.
Grey? Is that what we call him?
Yeah, Christian Grey.
Yeah.
Mr. Grey if you're nasty.
I don't know.
If you're was it Anna? Dakota Johnson's character?
Yeah.
It's Mr. Scott or Mr. Grey.
Woo! Spicy.
Definitely not the vibes. I don't know why I said Mr. Scott. Oh, you know what? Because I said Anna. Notting Hill. That was my improv.
Right. The A to C. Yeah. Always be thinking like that.
Oh my God. I've lost it.
It's okay. I guess I was going to say, like, you know, I think you're right. Like many episodes ago, we did talk about 50 Shades. I think you're right. Jamie Dornan's like this Barb Star. That just seems like him. Like it makes sense. Not 50 Shades.
No. Jamie Dornan's funny, and like his chemistry between Barb and Star.
Actually, it's very hot.
Especially Kristen Wiig. Like,
yeah, there's something there.
Yeah. Why am I? Yeah, I haven't shipped someone so hard in forever, and I'm like Kristen Wiig and Jamie Dornan.
I love how he's attracted to both like the good Kristen Wiig and the evil version.
True.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, that subplot's so weird.
That is so weird.
I always forget it.
I forgot that as well. I was like a little startled there too, but I was like, oh, because it starts with her, like that subplot before the Barb and Star like intro where they're just kind of like doing their little dance, their little shoulder dancing.
Oh my God.
I just love that intro.
Anything Kristen Wiig does, like as a kid, like I grew up, you know, I feel like whoever is on SNL during your like either middle school or teen, like preteen teen years, that's like your cast. That's what everyone says. Totally. And Kristen Wiig is that. Like she's my SNL lady.
Hundo P.
Also, that's how I got my sense of humor. She is my sense of humor.
Same. She's so goofy. She's a goofball. Her and Maya Rudolph, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Just throwing that out there for talking about SNL ladies.
Yeah. Who's your favorite SNL? Like, who was your SNL?
Just like in general, like SNL, like when I think of like my, like, yeah.
The
like,
ladies you resonate with. Because also, I did watch Sisters.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Which we'll get into.
Yeah. There's a lot of SNL ladies and Sisters.
There is. I just love when the SNL ladies get together. And my SNL ladies are obviously Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, Amy Poehler, Tina Fey. Is there anyone else? I mean, I guess Anna Gasteyer is like, I feel like that was before my time a bit.
Oh, totally.
But once I discovered her, I was like, oh, holy shit, she's really funny. She was also in Parks and Rec.
Oh, she was?
I'm pretty sure she was like her campaign manager, if I'm remembering correct. But I just love like how these ladies are in each other's projects. You know, like even now. I
love even seeing a Paula Pell, who was a writer on SNL. Yes. In like Sisters or Wine Country.
I was gonna say, I think she wrote Sisters too. And she did make a cameo in Sisters. Yes. Which is really funny. Yeah. I don't know much about her, but I think she's hilarious.
I'm definitely a fan of her writing. You know, I went down a CISO when that was a thing, a streaming platform.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. That's like an unlocked memory.
Yeah, like the CISO SNL binge of 2017. I watched like every episode and every season of SNL from 1999 to about 2013. So I have a really random collection of like knowledge about SNL.
Yeah. What is your SNL, would you say?
I mean, we grew up in the Lonely Island age.
Yeah.
So that to me is like, oh, it's a definitive part of my personality.
All the cast are on Lonely Island, basically.
Yeah. Like the Andy Samberg, Kristen Wiig era is like my SNL.
Kenan Thompson, of course.
Well, he's been in it
the longest.
So long, since 2003, which I know because I've watched every episode from 99 to
that
13.
question. I was in a real life trivia situation, and I answered, like, that was one that I was like, I know this 100%. I think they also, who else did they put up? I don't know if Will Ferrell was up there or someone that had been on for a while. I can't think of who else like would be like really close.
Gosh, it
like
was
a long time.
He's in Sisters. He was on there for a really long time. Oh, Tim Meadows was on for a really long time.
Oh, Tim Meadows.
Yeah. I don't know.
But Keenan's like the longest. I don't know. I always think about that. I'm like, it's crazy though to think about him doing anything else.
I know. It's like, it's so weird because, you know, the lifespan of an SNL cast member is like 7 years.
Yeah.
It's like a president term almost. But Kenan Thompson, it's like, it's almost normal when people leave after 7 years on SNL, except Kenan Thompson. He's like the one exception to the rule.
Yeah. He's the one.
Yeah. A favorite SNL. I feel like I'd be remiss not to include like a Phil Hartman, but that's a male.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, we could talk
And
about our favorite cast.
This is Brat
have
Girl
to be
Summer,
just,
so we don't talk about men. In the spirit of Barb and Star, we don't talk about men. I love Kristen Wiig. That's just, she's God tier.
My favorite.
I mean, yeah, that's my
Gilly.
personality. Sorry.
I feel like she has so many great characters.
Penelope.
Oh, Penelope.
The Target lady.
Target approved.
I'm so excited.
I quoted Target lady today.
Really?
Yeah, someone's card didn't go through the first time, and the second time it did, and on screen it says approved, and I go approved, and like I wasn't consciously even. It's just Kristen Wiig's influence.
I mean, you know this, but I am so influenced by Kristen Wiig that I feel like I slip into like her character when she's at the piano and she's like, "Don't make me sing, don't make me dance," or Liza Minnelli trying to turn on a lamp.
That is you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen you do that. It just happens. Like you can't control it. Something just takes over.
It's the Kristen Wiig effect.
Yeah.
She's raised me. She molded me. She raised me. She molded me.
She molded me.
I love Sherry O'Terry.
Yeah.
Those are like classic SNL sketches to me. Like her as a cheerleader with Will Ferrell is iconic. Also, Simmer Down Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simmer
I'm surprised
Down.
you didn't say Molly Shannon because I know you're a superstar.
Woman. I do love Molly Shannon. I was late to the party on her as well, but she's just so funny. So funny.
You know, as far as SNL cast members go, Jimmy Fallon. Mm-hmm. I love how I'm like, I just sighed like I'm about to say something really brave.
I know.
She's so brave. Jimmy Fallon could get it when he was younger.
He could.
100%. He was a regulation hottie.
Totally.
Funny. His like musical, like when he would bust out the guitar on like Weekend Update or something, he like nailed it every time.
Yeah, I do miss him on Weekend Update.
Jimmy Fallon was very cute and not as bad, even though he would laugh and like break out of character. I think he was a real asset to SNL back in the day.
I think so. And I don't think there's anything really wrong with Jimmy Fallon, but I think I don't know, unless he's done something very controversial that I'm not aware of.
No.
But I think as soon as he took over Jay Leno's spot, he became so much like less funny, you know? Because even with his late night show, I thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because like I'm trying to remember like because he would have Kristen Wiig on a lot to
oh my god,
to be like in these different characters. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm interviewing so and so," and it would be like Michael Jordan, for example.
That one's the best.
But I'm like, was that late night? Sorry.
I feel like that was recently, wasn't it?
It says late night with Jimmy Fallon. So it says 11 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Time flies, man.
It does. But like, I just love seeing Kristen Wiig come out in all these different characters, and he would just roll with it, and they're just really funny together.
Totally. You know, fairly new, but like I loved like the Kyle Mooney era of SNL.
Wait, whatever. Did he leave SNL?
Yeah, like a while ago now.
Dang. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed him.
But their comedy troupe, like their little, like they didn't make it to air. I thought were really funny. That's like my brand of humor.
That's right. We found them on like, I guess you have to watch it on YouTube, right? Well, I thought a lot of those sketches were really funny.
They were really funny. They were like in the mold of Lonely Island, but
they should have been aired.
Yeah.
That is a disservice.
But a weird time for SNL too.
Yeah.
I mean, SNL's been weird.
Yeah.
But love Tina Fey. Love Seth Meyers on SNL.
Rachel Dratch.
Oh my God. Debbie Downer. That's something that I quote all the time.
Womp, womp.
But yeah. I don't know. I love all those ladies of SNL.
Same.
It's the best. I mean, growing up, my mom was such a big Gilda Radner fan. So she instilled in me, because my dad was a big like Jim Belushi fan. Like they were like OG SNL cast. Like my mom was like, the text in our household was, you have to watch every Chevy Chase film like 10,000 times. Like Fletch's is for the summertime, or Funny Farms for the spring, and then you're gonna have to watch Christmas Vacation.
Wow, you're doing your homework then.
I had to do my homework about SNL, and then my dad was, into that as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to me that people don't think that ladies can be funny. Like even now, it's such a weird concept to me.
I gotta say something. So I don't know if you did you watch One Country? If not, it's okay.
I didn't get to it.
I think you would love it. I want to tell you everything that happens, but I also don't, because I want you to be surprised, because there's some fun moments that you don't expect. I feel like Wine Country should be would do well in theaters and should be like one to be released. Like I think it's maybe funnier than Sisters.
Well, yeah, Sisters is all right.
Yeah. But it holds. I think Wine Country is like I mean, remember Bridesmaids? Mm-hmm. Remember going to the movie? I just feel like it's been a while since we've had like a good movie like with like an all, or like mostly female cast, or like just like really funny comedians, like Girls Trip is maybe the last one I can think of we saw in theaters.
I love an all-female comedy.
Yeah. I don't know, just something about it, just the ladies goofing off together. It's just fun to see.
You love to see it.
Just tearing up the town, and I feel like Wine Country's of that ilk. They're just like older ladies, but they're not old. I don't know. It's like it's our favorite ladies still.
I love it.
Tina Fey's in there too.
Is Maya Rudolph in Wine Country?
Maya Rudolph. Oh my God.
Is she?
She's in Wine Country, and I feel like I can relate to her a couple of times. Like it has a quote about Prince.
Well, she's in a Prince cover band. You know that like recently she was opening for Vampire Weekend with her Prince cover band.
Wait, really?
Yes.
So maybe she wasn't joking. Like in the movie, she's like drunk and she's like, I just want Prince to come back as a ghost and serenade me for 2 hours and then make sweet, sweet love to me. And I'm like, yes. Me too.
I love her so much.
Oh.
I love her Donatella Versace.
Yes. So good.
Mm-hmm.
She's, oh my gosh, her impressions are hilarious.
Yes. She can do anyone.
She can.
I am like hoping and praying the SNL gods, whoever's listening, Maya Rudolph has to come back for Kamala Harris.
She has
next
to.
season of SNL.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's so much good content that to pull from. She's already been Kamala, so
she does a Kamala Harris so well. Who else could do that? Oh my God. I feel like there's a better chance of Kamala being president if Maya Rudolph comes back.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
That'll be like,
that'll cement it. Because, since speaking of people getting canceled, since I don't know if they're going to get Alec Baldwin back to do Trump, they could never get someone to nail Biden.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's a death sentence. Because now that I think about that, Kate McKinnon doing Hillary was spot on and then she lost.
Doing someone spot on is maybe not
good. Or maybe great. But for our generation, maybe that works. Because, Kamala Harris is Brat.
I know. Okay. Since all that's happened, that does take me back to like the times where we were like, you remember like I don't know, when politics were fun or lighter, maybe not fun, but like I don't know. it's things were different. You know, like we'd have like the rap battles of,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just,
Oh my God. Do you remember the Obama like songs that they would make for him?
yes. I don't know. I feel like this is reminiscent a little in a way.
Can I just
I don't
open
know.
up to you here?
Yeah, of course. This is a safe space.
Okay. So this past month, Trump's assassination attempt happens, right?
Right.
And then quickly after that, Joe Biden
Drops out.
Now, you know, my mind was like, I'm so disillusioned
Mm-hmm.
by politics, by anything. You know, there's no one really conscious
Yeah.
or that
Everyone's
everyone's brain dead and I don't resonate with anyone. I really yearn for the days of, you know, when politicians were politicians at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just felt very disillusioned. And then I heard the Brat remix to Did You Just Fall Out of a Coconut Tree? And, you know, I say this as a joke, but I am earnest when I say that actually gave me hope. When I saw the Kamala Brat, renditions on TikTok, the remixes, all the video, I had this new, renewed sense of hope.
Same. I felt it as soon as I saw that there was a tweet. It's all thanks to Charlie XCX.
I know when she tweeted Kamala is Brat,
Mm-hmm.
it was off to the races. I was like, democracy's back. Like, I'm going to actually vote this year. Because for a second, I wasn't going to vote.
I was probably still going to vote, but I just didn't feel great about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
At the very least, now I have hope.
Now I have hope. Yeah. Right. And now I'm like, I didn't fall out of a coconut tree.
I
So
know.
right.
You exist within the context
of everything that has been
and came
will-
before
came
you.
before you. Yeah. And now I feel personally unburdened by what has been.
Yes.
Just a little.
Well, you know, we're at a very interesting time.
We are.
Because we're joking, you know, we're like Kamala's Brat and, you know, Trump is weird. That's kind of the new thing.
Yeah.
But also especially with JD Vance being Trump's VP pick, like everything just seems like, I think when Kamala, who's likely to be the pick, when that became a reality, it was like for a while I had like all these blinders on and like I was like out of focus. And then all of a sudden, like everything that I believed in got in focus to the tune of 360. And it was just like, oh yeah, I don't want to live like The Handmaid's Tale.
No.
Like I don't want to be forced to be like the Ballerina Farm.
No.
You know?
Yeah, definitely not.
I don't know. So Kamala's Brat.
Kamala is Brat. I've been listening to that. There's so many remixes of her coconut tree speech, and I just wake up in the morning and face the coconuts. But you know, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it definitely feels like a weight is lifted of sorts. You know, I don't know. We'll see though.
I know.
Oh,
yeah. It's a very interesting thing because, at least for me, the first time I was ever able to vote or I voted was during the 2016 election, which really traumatizes
it does.
you as a person.
It really does. Yeah, I remember leaving traumatized.
Oh my God. I remember when Trump got elected and I cried at Panera Bread.
Yeah, I think we both just cried.
What is up with crying at Panera Bread?
Oh gosh, Panera will make you cry. I don't know what, there's a catharsis in it. I guess maybe it's your breaking bread, you know. I don't know what it is. Like something comes out in me at the Panera that just doesn't anywhere else. Like usually in a public place, I definitely don't want to cry. I'll just suck it in if I have to. If I'm at a Starbucks, so to, you know, wherever, I'm not gonna be vulnerable at a Starbucks.
Brie, when you see a bread bowl, you weep.
Yeah, it's maybe it's like so good. It's like I don't know, like a home cooked meal. I don't know. It's like I think maybe because it is comfort food. It's like with the soup and the bread.
Just like a safe space to cry.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm starting to get hungry for like some, you know what's really good?
What?
This is off the rails, but like the broccoli cheddar soup I could go for that right now.
That is your jam.
Oh,
I loved their like Fuji apple salads.
that's also very good. Yeah.
Let's just get a charged up lemonade and see how far we can go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard those were banned, but I don't know if you could cry if you're having the charged up lemonade.
I know. Those are two
Would you really be
different
ugly
moods.
cry?
Maybe.
Like it would like be a full tantrum.
Oh my gosh.
You'd be on the floor like
Just wailing.
screaming, yeah, kicking and screaming and wailing.
Just knocking cups out of customers' hands.
Yeah.
Reaching over the counter. Get some bread.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Gosh, what else?
You know, do you have any thoughts on Katy Perry's like Woman's World song/video?
I do have thoughts.
Would you like to
Do you have thoughts?
Yeah, I have thoughts. I mean, I do. But yeah, I mean,
You want to hear my thoughts
yeah,
first?
I
want
wanna
to
know your
at the
thoughts.
same time.
We could. I mean,
Is Women's World satire?
yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. You think so?
I don't. I'm to be honest, I'm undecided. My first reaction to the video is well, it was very jarring for one. Because there's just this one shot. It was mostly, well, there's a lot going on that kind of jarred me, because it starts out like in these like sexy, like I think they're construction outfits maybe with thongs coming out. I don't know. It just seems like it seems very male gazy for one.
Mm-hmm.
And just like not super I don't know. It just seems like weird. Like, I was like, is it supposed to be empowering? Because, you know, like sometimes there's like, you know, sometimes like there's like ideas that are like, oh yeah, like you can be empowered, like be yourself, like, you know, dress how you want to dress, which I think is great, you know, but then I'm just confused about the message. But there's this one shot and it's like, it zooms in on her boobs and she like smushes them together. And it's very like, whoa. Like, why am I so close? Like, this is weird. Like, what is this shot for? Like, it just felt weird to me. And then like the lyrics, it's like
Sexy, confident.
Yeah. Maybe that, yeah, because it says sexy, confident. Well, it was something heaven sent and like, but she's like, it's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it. But like, but then I heard she said it's satire. So like, I'm confused in like, so is she trying to say that we're not lucky to be living in it or something? Is it like, you know what I mean? Like it's either way, it's not very empowering. You know what I mean?
I think the real cherry on top, or not even cherry, like the nail in the coffin is that it's produced by Dr. Luke.
Yeah.
You can't do that nowadays. Like, of course, like the song is not a bop. It's not a California Girls. It's not a Teenage Dream. Like, believe me, Katy Perry used to be a star.
Amen.
Like an icon. Like those hits, like Teenage Dream is one of the best pop songs ever written.
Yeah, it still slaps.
It's still good. It's timeless.
I heard California Girls earlier today. It still slaps.
Even I Kissed a Girl.
Yes.
Huge fan of her first album, One of the Boys, as well. Like Hot and Cold, great. Waking Up in Vegas is one of her best songs.
That one's actually really good. I agree. Better than this.
So good. But the thing about Katy Perry is, especially with the Teenage Dream record, it's like she is male gazy.
Yeah, she does that on purpose, right?
She wasn't super political until the one album Witness, which was a flop, and which was the reason why flops really exist. It's because of that record. And it's so crazy to me that Katy Perry during this comeback really wants to make a statement on like female empowerment, but also returning to like the California Girls tongue-in-cheek well. And it just feels very contrived and also feels wrong that it's produced by Dr. Luke. It's unsettling to me.
Yeah, maybe if it was a different producer, it could have hit different.
But she can't say it's satire. She can't, like, our eyes are open. If she wanted us to be woke in 2017, like, we've awakened, and we're not going to fuck with Katy Perry anymore. Or that's the consensus.
I mean, there's a lot going on in that video too that just plain doesn't make sense to me. Like her bionic legs or whatever, and then filling up her butt with gas. I don't understand what that means. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, there's just like little things too that I'm like, I just am confused. Like, what is the concept? Like, it just seems kind of like not really cohesive. And then like the song itself, to me, like the lyrics don't say like it's not like a really that empowering of a song. It's not like I'm Every Woman.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's all in me.
Yeah. I mean, and she has like the Rosie the Riveter. Like, it just, I don't know if that's, I think maybe too, it's like all the climate we're in it's also like.
We've moved past a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
But what were you going to say?
Oh, just like, I don't know if it just doesn't seem like, I don't know. Just the song is not very empowering. Also, I totally did not even remember Witness. I did not witness, but like, according to Wikipedia, it says that she wanted that album to be like it had like a lot, like the same kind of concept, I guess, like liberation, feminism, self-empowerment. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, do you think that was a better album in that way or not really? Do you think this is not her strong suit?
You've nailed it. I don't think it's her strong suit at all. I love so much of Katy Perry, and I love her songs. Like I said, she's an icon.
Yes.
A legend, a star. You know, she is.
When she dressed like a burger.
Oh, yeah. Or even, you know, her like fruit get-ups back in the day, or her like whipped cream boobs.
Yes.
Like, amazing. And she was funny, and she was goofy, and she wasn't trying to be political. She wasn't trying to be serious.
Yeah.
And I don't know, calling it satire does seem like a little bit of a Tommy Wiseau move that she started saying it's a satire after people didn't respond well to it. And like I hear she's like scrapping a lot of her album because it's produced by Dr. Luke. But just if you were really, I
feel like you would know. Like, I feel like you should anticipate that kind of, like with the Dr. Luke thing, like it's gonna be controversial. Like, right. So you know, I could understand like if you were like, oh, like if you're thinking about working with this person, then you're like, you know what, maybe I'll just pass. You know, like,
and then the real thing about being like woman's world.
Yeah, I think it's just not. It just don't make any sense. But you know what does?
What?
Cher's song "Woman's World."
It does. That's a club banger.
That's a club banger. That one makes me feel empowered. I feel like it's a forgotten song. I mean, I think someone else recently, either on TikTok or the internet somewhere, remember they said like,
oh yeah,
they brought it up, but like the song, it just is low key My Roman Empire. When did it come out though? I'm trying to remember because it was before. Was it like 2014 or 2013? Yeah, 2013, and I feel like we slept on it. And I don't know. I think it should have it come up and like. I
feel like, well, create a TikTok. I think that's how we'll get a woman's world Cher revival.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's also when Cher says things too. There's just like a.
Well, she means it.
She really means it. Yeah, she's empowered.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's an empowered woman too. You know.
She inspires me. I don't know. I just had to make this about Cher. I'm sorry.
I love Cher. Did you hear that she has a memoir coming out? Like Barbara Streisand, like chunky, thick. Memoir.
I would hope it would be. I want all the deets.
I'm so looking forward to it. You know, I'm going to be like giving that to everyone like during Christmas time. Everyone gets a share. I'm going to be like Oprah. I'm like, you get a Cher memoir and you get a Cher memoir. But what about you? What are you going to?
Oh my God. If we gave each other the Cher memoir, that'd be so funny.
Well, we know what we're doing for Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's so interesting. Like, I feel like this is like the reverse. Maybe the pendulum has shifted.
Maybe.
Because like Katy Perry, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Katy Perry is on top of the world.
Yes.
Roar comes out. She's like reached the ultimate heights. Katy Perry. And also Art Pop comes out around the same time. That's a flop. And Woman's World by Cher comes out. We don't talk about it.
I thought it was amazing. At the time, I just want to say, like, this song, I stan it. I always thought it was amazing. And I was confused, like, why it didn't catch on. I'm like, wait, no, this is amazing. Like, this is profound. I don't know. But I think anything Cher does. But I feel like it didn't get that attention that it deserved.
I don't think so. And I feel like now that people are like, but have you heard Cher? Like 10 years later, I'm like, we better have an Art Pop, like, revision.
Yeah.
Or like just circle back because it's great and not a flop. We'll just ignore the R. Kelly bit, but everything else is amazing.
I agree.
Reappraisal of Cher.
Yes.
During that time. That awesome Kylie Minogue album that came out around that time as well.
Yes.
Like now we're ready to handle that. Now
we weren't ready then.
Our bodies are ready for that. And maybe just Katy Perry can sit for a second. Maybe she needs to reevaluate. It's all about choices.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Definitely.
I was going to say, just thinking about like pop music, I feel like we haven't had like a, you know, I mean, I know Taylor Swift's a pop star, but like a real pop girly icon in a while. I mean, except I guess Charlie XCX is popping off. And then
Chappell Roan.
Yeah. I feel like she's going to be the next Lady Gaga.
She is this age's Lady Gaga.
Right.
This is the Lady Gaga of our times right now.
I feel like she's like a star in the making. Like obviously she's been doing this a while, but she's just getting noticed, you know, and I know she's uncomfortable with like the fame right now, which I guess
that makes sense.
Yeah.
She definitely is on the same trajectory as Gaga. Even starting out with her like singer-songwritery, piano-driven roots.
Yes.
Like, come on.
It's very, like, parallels are crazy.
Once she created a persona, she got to break free. She has this album that's just massive.
Dude, someone put together like, oh gosh, what is that song? They put together Bad Romance and it was a Chappell Roan song. What is it?
Dude, I've had Femininomenon in my head for days, and I don't mind it.
Get it hot. Get it hot like Papa
Make a bitch.
I love it.
It's femme.
Oh.
But what were you saying?
Oh, maybe it's Good Luck Babe and Bad Romance, I think. And they mashed the music videos up together, and it actually visually makes a whole lot of sense. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I think there's something there. There's like a pipeline or something.
I think, yeah, it's just so cool to see. See it happen again.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't happen. I mean, I'm like, pop music's dead.
Yeah.
Sort of, you know?
I mean, the real moment for me with Chappell Roan is that Coachella performance when she quotes Sasha Colby and is like, I'm your pop star's favorite pop star. And she says it directly into your soul.
That's so badass too.
And yeah.
Just like, you know, fully just, I feel like she's like becoming like a fully formed pop star.
An artist.
Yeah.
Like right before our eyes. And also it's just so nice to see like someone that's not an industry plant.
Yes.
That's not, you know, I love a good Nepo baby.
Right.
But I feel like it's so easy to sniff out. But I love the organic, or as organic as you can be, rise of Chappell Roan.
Yeah. I really root for her.
Same. It like makes me hope. I really hope that kids now, especially like teenagers, are as inspired by Chappell Roan as I was inspired by watching Lady Gaga.
Yeah. I feel, I don't know. I feel as inspired again. So
same.
I don't know what that is, but
I mean, like you got to bring back good pop, and her messages too in Chappell Roan songs are so refreshing.
Yeah.
She's talking about liking girls and, you know,
Yeah.
R-rated topics.
Yeah. But she sings it in a way that's like, I don't know. It's still like very artistic and poppy. Like it's.
Yeah. And it's also like, this is so infectious and undeniable that even though I'm talking about a lady, like, deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah.
Like, it's going to be so, like, very Lady Gaga.
You're going to be singing along to this.
Like, I'm going to be so good and make such a perfect pop album. It's going to be undeniable.
Yeah.
Like, even the homophobes are going to be.
They're going to be singing along.
Singing to Good Luck, Babe.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. Just that, you know, it's just so good that you can't argue with it.
So the anthems, like, she's brought back like the anthemic pop song.
Yeah.
Like, truly anthemic.
I
not
love
like
a good
that.
anthem.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Like, Good Luck, Babe. I think that one in Pink Pony Club has really grown on me. And it's definitely grown in popularity.
Mm-hmm.
Pink Pony Club's like.
I love Pink Pony Club.
So good.
That's my favorite Chappell Roan. It really does, like when I heard Born This Way for the first time, it like gives me those same feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my, like, I can do anything. You know, we were talking about that.
We were, yeah.
Well, I forget why.
I don't know. Why not?
But no, I love it. You know, who else you put me on to?
Really?
Well, because we watched Reality Bites the other day.
We did.
And because we have an episode on that coming out soon. And we were talking a lot about Ethan Hawke.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Ethan Hawke has a daughter named Maya Hawke.
Yes, he does.
And you put me onto her music. And I really thank you for that.
Yeah. You know, I was surprised to find out that she is a singer-songwriter as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of makes sense because her father's Ethan Hawke. And we've heard we've heard that interview that we won't stop talking about.
Also, Hey, That's My Bike.
Yeah.
That iconic.
We could
movie band.
Yeah. But I'm sorry. I feel like I cut you off.
Oh, no. Maya Hawke's one of my favorite Nepo babies in general.
Yeah. Like, she's charming, right?
Love Maya Hawke. I love her in Stranger Things.
Mm.
But her records are really interesting and really cool.
Yes.
Missing Out is a bop.
It is. When I heard that song for the first time, I was like, oh, wow, this is something that I could actually, like, I could envision being, like, on the radio, possibly. But, like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's like she's creating all this art. And it really does seem like art because her lyrics are they're almost like poems. Like, you can tell there's, like, it tickles my brain. The songs themselves tickle my brain. And then her music videos are so interesting because they're kind of quirky. Mm-hmm. And some of them are like lo-fi. It's like very low. It looks low budget. Like I think she has tons of connections, you know,
but just because you have connections doesn't necessarily mean you have a budget. It is really like she's, not to cut you off, but it's like she's doing this with the people she knows. This is very DIY.
Like her friends probably helping her.
Yeah.
That's like a videographer or something.
And we all have connections.
Yeah.
One way or another.
That's true.
But yeah, she is scrapping this together herself. This is like her passion project.
Yeah.
Which is important as Ethan Hawke in the iconic to us backstage interview with him.
Mm-hmm.
She really followed suit and you can tell she's writing and she's creating this like singer-songwriter music and these music video ideas and concepts. Just like her.
I love it. It inspires me. I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe I don't know if I'll ever get into singing and songwriting, but I just think it's cool, like in the music videos too, like the way they're stitched together, looking like they're on like film and just, I don't know, kind of out of the box concepts. Like you never know where the music video is going to go. Like it keeps you on your toes. Like I like it. You know, I feel like a lot of music videos today are maybe lazy or overproduced.
Definitely. Or, you know, it's so interesting because we have the world at our fingertips and we can create whenever and however we want at any time. And there's like, you know, there's no gatekeepers anymore. It's like all of us can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost more intimidating in a way. And it's refreshing to see like Maya Hawke just like obviously grab her friends together and these people that she knows and like creating something from her ideas, like the concept's hers. And yeah, there's this level of like, this doesn't have to go viral. This doesn't have to be a big thing. This is just my art
for art's sake.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like I don't do that enough personally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like I don't allow myself, and I'm sure a lot of people maybe feel that way too. It's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just being an adult. I
guess. And it's also, I just think it's the age we're in too. I think that there's like you just have to do it, but maybe I don't know. Do
you think it's also like all this stuff that we've like grew up with though, like the idea of girl bossing kind of things, like everything has to have like you have to have success behind it. You have to be like money, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
everything is like a business sort of mentality.
Definitely. And I think, you know, like obviously we're recording everything anyways, and we're on our phones anyways.
True.
We're recording things and we're on our phone, so why not stitch that together and put it out there for the world? But I think because we have the ability to do that, sometimes it's a very daunting thing, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because anyone can do it. I feel like it's like,
oh, you're like, why me?
Why
like,
me?
Anyone can do this. Yeah.
But that's also should be empowering.
Why not?
It should be empowering.
If anyone can do it. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. But sometimes it doesn't feel that way, because you're right. Like everyone's like, well, how many views did you get? Or, you know.
Yeah.
Does that even matter anyways? Because nowadays, you know, we can get a lot of views on a TikTok, and that doesn't.
It might not be. Views don't really.
Needle.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Not that things like that used to move the needle don't move the needle. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't know what moves the needle anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's just like, or you could do that and like feel like you sold out so quick. Some people don't care about that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I know we talked a lot about selling out recently too.
I feel like Maya Hawke is just marching to the beat of her own drum.
Yeah.
And she's not like selling out. So that's cool.
Yeah. No, I like it. I would actually listen to her music just on its own, I think. Like I kind of enjoyed her, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it reminds me of like just good indie music. You know what I mean? Like that I miss.
She definitely, like us, grew up during the twee era.
Some twee elements for sure.
Oh my God. She's like Ingrid Michaelson mashed up with Tori Amos.
Yeah. I love it.
Same.
I don't know. I might just listen just for the heck of it, because I want to hear new things, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like we just had such a drought musically, or you know what I mean? Just something different that I haven't quite heard before.
Definitely. Also cool things. Yes. Like Maya Hawke, especially her music, seems cool. Like she's not trying too hard.
No.
Like genuinely a cool gal that you'd want to hang out with.
Agreed.
And like that's what's important. As far as tastemakers, like I just want someone you can hang out with and like is creating cool shit.
Yeah. When you're not taking yourself too seriously too. Yeah.
Definitely. She reminds me a little bit directing, like concept wise, of like a Sofia Coppola.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if Maya Hawke's gonna like direct at some point.
I could totally see that. I mean, I would love to see that. You know, she's still like just a baby, I would say. Like, and you know, she's she's acted in some things, but you know, like I feel like she probably has so much to do and to share, and like her parents are both, you know, such famous actors. Like she probably just has like a wealth of knowledge of like that kind of stuff anyways, or perspective, you know? So like, just like Sofia Coppola, she's grown up in that environment.
Definitely. It's like I'd love to see it. Also, like Sofia Coppola didn't start directing until 28.
Yeah.
So
she's about that age soon.
yeah.
She will be. That's, a couple years. I think.
Yeah.
So we're going to check back into exactly
I
2
know.
years.
I'm like, this can either motivate me or make me depressed. Just think about it.
Yeah.
But no, it's like I really enjoyed. So Iowa Debris' Criterion Closet came out recently,
Yes.
and I just that you know how you were talking about renewing your love of music and discovering new music.
Mm-hmm.
Like it made me remember that, like, oh yeah, I really love films. I love like good films. I love bad films. Oh my god. Iowa Debris talking about Bottle Rocket and talking about how it's cool that it's like the first Wes Anderson and not so polished, and like getting in the trenches of like the closet and just like picking, really obscure pieces or like really,
I did think watching that like Criterion Closet video, I'm like, wow, this is Nikki. Like for real, like this, it reminded me of you so much. And like how you
Really?
talk about film and like the movies you love. And well, now I know what Criterion Collection means because you explained it to me. So it's even,
yeah.
I feel like I can understand it a little better.
What would be in your, if you were doing a Criterion Closet, what would be your picks?
Other than Norbit? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? That would be the day. I feel like that would be the day, like, you know how some people feel like giving birth to a child's like the greatest day of their life?
Yes.
If for some reason some turn of events happened and Norbit was in the Criterion Collection.
Oh my God. I would just die. I would have to have it. I would need to have all the behind the scenes. Like I would just have to know.
Would you be going to the Barnes and Noble and just like buying all of them?
I mean, I think just one is probably okay. I think my hoarder tendencies, I've been trying to reel them back. So I think,
Congrats.
because what would I do with that many? I'm not going to be like a crazy lady and be like, I'm going to sell them, or like, I need all of the Norbits.
Give them every
in a bunker.
birthday, Christmas. Give them out to people on the streets.
I could spread, that is the philanthropy, right?
Yeah, Bree, you could be a Norbit philanthropist.
Spread the word of Norbit. Like, it's a religion.
Yes. Be on the street corner.
Yes. Oh, I know. I've been looking at this all wrong. Because first off, I'm like, I feel like I need to know what's in the Criterion Collection. You know what I mean? But I wonder, I'm going to search real quick. Like, is Kill Bill? No, it's not. See, I feel like my film taste is not refined enough. I don't know if anything I truly love will be. I mean, maybe it would be like. I'm sure that maybe The Godfather would be in there, right? It has to be. It really is a great question, though. I might have to. Or is The Hours a Criterion?
I don't believe
Film?
so.
Well,
But The Others is.
The Others. That's so strange to me because I remember seeing that movie as like a child, and I remember it being like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! Oh my God, Nicole Kidman's amazing actress." But I remember thinking like, "This is maybe a little cheesy in a couple parts," but also, I just never thought it would make it to a Criterion Collection. Like I wonder.
To revisit it.
We should watch it and revisit because, I mean, that's our gal for
Also
one.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Well, if you could make up your own Criterion-esque
Yeah.
closet of like movies that
I would.
that you love, what are they?
I mean, I'm not joking. Norbit would be in there.
And I believe you because Norbit's great.
Yeah, I feel like I also need something funny. It can't all just be serious films, but probably Kill Bill in there. Just 5. Did you say 5?
No, any amount.
Just seeing the number 5.
Just rattle off a list.
Okay, so Kill Bill, Norbit, the Titanic. I think that movie's just really, I don't know. It's also nostalgic. I feel like there's a lot to that movie. Like maybe it's already in there. I don't know. Doesn't matter. No, it's not. You're saying no.
No.
But if it could be, right? This is imaginary.
Yeah, this is my Criterion closet.
If I was head of the
closet. You're the Miss Trunchbull of the closet.
Let's see. So that's 3. Oh my God, Matilda. Matilda's such a good film.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I mean, Danny DeVito really created something there. So maybe that one. I don't know why this is such a hard question though. Just narrowing down your favorite films and
just like list them. You know?
Yeah.
Anyone that comes to mind.
Anyone that comes to mind. Bridesmaids. Finding Nemo. Would that?
Yeah. Why not?
That could be one.
On my criterion, my criterion closet.
Yes.
It would be The Virgin Suicides, His Girl Friday, Mildred Pierce, Love and Basketball.
I knew it. I saw that on there and I'm like, is she going to say Love and Basketball?
I love Love and Basketball. And then Charade.
Charade, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen Charade, but it's a heist film.
Yeah.
I understand.
Audrey Hepburn, Cary Grant.
That's Audrey Hepburn. Oh, okay. Well, now I love Audrey Hepburn.
Great.
Breakfast at Tiffany's isn't considered, is it?
I don't believe so. But if I'm doing a little asterisk by my criterion picks.
Yeah.
Because it's not in the Criterion collection. However, it's now streaming on the Criterion channel, not sponsored, but open to it. Parker Posey in Party Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Love Party Girl. So, yeah, those are my picks.
I love it. Yeah. Parker Posey can get it too.
Oh my God, she's beautiful.
Yeah. The Criterion collection, I feel like I need to like expand my knowledge a bit because a lot of these films I'm not very familiar with, and I just wonder what it takes. Like they're,
Yeah.
their criteria, so to speak.
Ooh, Blue Velvet. I'd add Blue Velvet.
Blue
or
Velvet.
Mulholland Drive.
See, I haven't, and I've heard Mulholland Drive is really good.
You will love Mulholland Drive.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. No, that's on. That's it.
That would be, yeah, that's on there. That's on our personal and
gosh,
the real closet. If I had a choice, if I was in the closet and I could pick out a film,
that one.
Taking that one with me. Yes, thank you very much.
Same. I mean, I feel like there's so many. I'd love to get in the closet because. To your point of getting into new music, my point was there's so many movies that I want to watch, and I'm finally getting into just watching all these films, these like really actually iconic films, and films that I've never seen but are classics, just really like important films for film history that I just glossed over and I didn't watch. I want to revisit them.
Yeah, and I want to visit them for the first time. I mean, yeah, I want to nerd out.
Yeah.
We get to the bottom of things.
Definitely. I know. I've been really into my Letterboxd lately.
Oh, yeah.
Like I revamped all my Letterboxd. I'm excited.
I want to get into Letterboxd. Like I had started 2 years ago when I first signed up, and then like I let it go. I mean, I guess I share my thoughts here on the podcast, but sometimes writing, like maybe back to Ethan Hawke's advice, but maybe it is good to work that muscle. Like just be thinking.
I think so. I mean, Brie, the biggest sources of joy as far as social media or internet wise that I've come close with recently, Substack.
Yeah.
Letterboxd.
Substack and Letterboxd. You can just write whatever. I mean, Letterboxd is just film focused, right? Can you create your own like lists of like I don't know, like a category of films like
I have one for movie night where I've ranked all of our movie night.
Oh.
Because we have movie night every Sunday with our friends.
I want to see that. I want to see what your rankings are. That's hilarious.
I'll bust it out for you right now. I have my Letterboxd app ready. Okay. I haven't added, we recently saw White Chicks, but I haven't added that one yet. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
So number 1, A Star Is Born.
Oh, yes. Your pick.
Yes. It actually, number 1 and number 2 are my picks. Okay. A Star Is Born, Black Swan, Blue Velvet, La La Land, Pulp Fiction, Norbit. Room. Yeah, Norbit is above Room.
Oh, wow.
Cars, Napoleon Dynamite, 500 Days of Summer, The Lighthouse, Starship Troopers, Speed Racer, Event Horizon, Planet of the Apes, Legion, and Sisu in last.
Sisu? Really? I actually enjoyed Sisu. I'd have that higher personally, but yeah, I mean, Sisu's like just kind of a one-off,
Either that or Legion. Least faves. Didn't like those picks. Sorry. Sorry, friends.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It has its ups and downs, I think.
But I will put...
That's fun, though. I want to do that. I want to rank our movie picks. Like, that sounds like so much fun.
I want to follow you on Letterboxd.
We could even have like we should have one for the podcast, too, of like all the ones we've watched for the podcast and how we would rank them. Because, sometimes we disagree.
Totally.
And then sometimes we agree. And it's funny that we can have the different feelings about the same movie.
Definitely. Let's do that.
We should.
Oh, and I'm adding White Chicks.
Ooh.
White Chicks is going to be right under Napoleon Dynamite and right before 500 Days of Summer.
As it should be.
I don't have the best taste, but it's my taste.
Hey, I mean, it's not the worst. And that's what I tell myself.
I love how Norbit is right near Pulp Fiction and Room. That's where I've rated Norbit.
Oh.
Honestly, if it wasn't for Pulp Fiction and all the other ones that I picked,
right,
Norbit would be
Norbit would be on top. I know. My personal one's probably going to be... Actually, I don't know. I mean, Black Swan for me is also good. Would be up there.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I don't know why that's not in the Criterion collection, but maybe it's just...
It doesn't need to be, I guess.
I guess it doesn't. Yeah. Is it only films that they're trying to save too, or just...
Yeah, I think that that's like distribution stuff is like a big factor.
Gotcha.
It's a criteria for the Criterion.
It's not just like if it's a good movie or not.
No, but a lot of great films are on the Criterion collection.
They just want to keep them alive.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, a lot of other things too, but I think, that makes sense as to why maybe like a Sofia Coppola only has like the Virgin Suicides.
Yeah. That was like one of her first.
Yeah.
So. Or her?
It was technically her first. Well, Lick the Star, but that's a short film. And
yeah.
Yeah, yada, yada.
Don't know if do they count. I don't know.
You've heard me wax poetic about Sofia Coppola.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I want to get into like just classic film and just film in general again.
Same. Well, I just downloaded Letterboxd, so
woot woot. Woo. Anything else that's been like on your mind or you're excited about? Oh, Brie, what are your thoughts on a Ballerina Farm?
Okay, so I don't know. I mean, it's all very strange, I would say. I feel like every time I read about the Ballerina Farm, I find out more information that it makes me go like, huh, really? That's crazy. Like, yeah. I just recently read that she, like, the Ballerina Farm, like, there was supposed to be like a room, like the whole reason behind getting the barn was supposed to be for her to practice ballet or something.
Oh, and then it's like a homeschooling space for her children now.
Yeah.
For 8 children.
8 children. That's a lot of children. But I don't know. I know there's like the whole aspect of her, like, well, I guess, did she leave the Mormon like lifestyle to go to New York City at some point, right?
See,
and then
yeah,
she was gonna live her dreams and then didn't.
I mean, okay, the part that I love how we're not prefacing this at all.
I know. I'm just assuming everyone knows about Ballerina Farm.
You know. If you followed us this far, you're probably aware of the Ballerina Farm discourse.
Yeah.
If you've been on TikTok in the last, couple weeks, about Ballerina Farm.
Right.
I don't know all the ins and outs about her life before Juilliard.
Right.
I do know she was very religious. Like, she had that upbringing. What I find crazy is she turned down Homeboy. I don't remember his name. I don't care about his name.
Oh, she turned him down?
She turned him down, like, at Juilliard in New York City when they first met. Like, she wasn't, like, he booked because he is the heir to JetBlue.
Right.
He staged a meet cute, which is very terrifying.
Staged a meet cute. See, this part I don't know. I feel like there's so much information out there and I'm trying to digest it all.
I feel like that's the only part that I'm like, oh, that is actually like.
How do you stage a meet cute?
Get the same flight. Like, make sure you're sat beside her.
Oh, like in the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. See, I didn't know exactly how they. Okay.
Like, the way the internet makes it sound is he was kind of like, he went full Cillian Murphy red eye on her minus the killing,
Right.
Of just like, oh, I staged a meet cute.
Gonna have you. You're mine now.
Yeah. I mean, but it's so easy to get wrapped up in the, like, females gotta stick together, gotta like look out for her, and
Sure.
But she did make these decisions.
Yeah.
Has her own agency. Like, this is her choice.
Yeah.
She is getting a lot of views now, and a lot of people are talking about her, and she's got a lot of eyeballs.
Yeah.
And I think the queen of the trad wife spot seems to be her and Nara Smith, like, duking it out for just like who can be the biggest trad wife. And there's a bunch of people, I'm sure, that like find that aspirational, and it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how people find it aspirational, but I don't know.
But it's also like she does have agency, and it is like we don't really have to infantilize her or come to her rescue when she probably doesn't want to be saved.
I mean, she's also put herself out there. Like, she didn't have to make these videos.
And she hasn't disabled her comments or anything from my knowledge.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's like I don't want to be too hard on this lady because I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know the entire situation. I just know I don't really subscribe to the trad lifestyle. I don't know. I guess it is fascinating. It's interesting that people are like maybe obsessed with it. There's a whole trad talk. Like, I would, maybe not. I mean, I don't even think I would like seek this content.
No.
But if it came to me, like in this situation, it's like kind of ironic, I guess. Or like, you're kind of, personally, I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to understand. I'm like fascinated. I'm like, what is this? Like, why is this popping up now? Like in today's day and age, like why are young people, like young women, aspiring to be trad wives? I don't know. It's just interesting.
I mean, there has to be like, everyone can have a voice.
Yeah.
Not to defend them at all, because it is everything that this article, which was a lovely article in the New York Times, I believe, about, Ballerina Farm. Everything that this woman, like giving up her dreams and going to live on a ranch and being a homesteader and,
seems like
having
a lot.
8 kids and like that's, and, like just having very traditional husband-wife roles and like a female role in society. Like everything that she's about and stands for is the exact opposite of the way I see the world.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's showing up on my feed, like my algorithm. It's a lot of people being like, we got to save her, just because it's not something that like we would do. And that's actually terrifying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have sympathy for her.
Gotcha. You're like, she made this choice. If she's going to be a trad wife, she's got to live with it.
And
like
she like has a bunch of people behind her. Like I don't think she's just complicit.
Do you think she's kind of smart, like in the way that she's like cashing in on this whole thing? I don't know.
Totally. And I mean, that's the only part that really bothers me is like a lot of trad wife content. Like they have a whole bunch of people behind them.
Yeah.
So that maybe they don't have to take in all the burden, if that makes any sense, of that life, but they get to profit off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And in that way, they're self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And they are making a profit off of it. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It gives me a weird feeling, to be honest.
Same.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
But there has to be a group of ladies that this really resonates with. They,
Sure. Yeah.
there has to be content for all those, those interviews on TikTok of like the guy interviewing the Mormon, like the people at like BU.
Oh, no, I don't know if I've seen
It's at Boston University. Anyways, like the Mormon college, the really famous one. He'll be like, "What's your favorite party drink?" And they'll be like, "Water."
Uh-huh.
Or, "What are your thoughts on soaking?" And they'll be like, "I don't know." It's always the gotcha questions.
Yeah.
Because, obviously they can't even like drink coffee and all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions. Sure.
But there has to be content for these women.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And they find it aspirational. Now, seeing a ballerina at Juilliard that was self-sufficient, that would be my aspirational content.
Right.
But different strokes for different folks. I mean, when you're trying to take away our rights,
Yeah.
that's a problem. But other than that, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has choices, I suppose, and yeah, I guess it's your right to be a trad wife if you really want to. I just don't understand it, but I guess that's okay. It's not for me.
I say this now. We'll circle back after the election.
I know.
That might be different, completely different. I'll be like, it was her fault.
It's all her fault.
I'll be like Elizabeth Moss, like The Handmaid's Tale, and I'll be like, it's because of Ballerina Farm. It's because Nora Smith made that Marc Jacobs tote bag out of flour.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fully raging.
Fully. Yeah. I know. It's like, I don't know if I should be this riled up or not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But
let her live. But if it makes you sad, if it makes you have a visceral reaction, then I feel like we probably should just look inward and not project.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, we're giving her more attention and more money. And
it's true.
Maybe she doesn't want to be saved, especially by some like leftist feminists.
True. Hating on her lifestyle.
Yeah. As a leftist feminist,
I
I'm
know.
like, well, maybe she doesn't like want that. So, anything else on your radar?
I mean, not really. I don't think. Well, I mean, how about you?
The only thing is I am super excited. So Vogue, the 90s.
Yes.
Oh my God. So Vogue a couple years ago did this podcast called In Vogue the 90s. And they also did the 2000s.
We were both obsessed with this podcast.
So obsessed. And it's just like a retrospective about like certain like subcultures in the 90s or like music or like certain fashion moments. Like there's one on Sex and the City and there's one on supermodels, and in the 2000s when there's bloggers, like Web 2.0.
Ooh, yeah.
Juicy Couture.
Mm-hmm.
And they have people like Sarah Jessica Parker, and in the podcast they have Hamish Bowles.
Yes, love him.
But yeah, they're making it a documentary for Hulu.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to be watching. I know you're going to be watching.
And it's coming out during London Fashion Week.
That's going to be amazing.
So excited.
I can't wait. I mean, I feel like I enjoy that podcast so much on its own that like, yeah, it'll be cool to watch too, and just fully go in on like I mean, we have this fascination of the 90s and especially like the fashion and pop culture around it. So
yes. And there's so many good like Hulu documentaries about like the 90s specifically that like this is just going to add to, because I like will rewatch them, like the dark side of the 90s.
Yeah.
So much rewatchability. Or CNN did like the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s documentaries. Like it's a series. So good. That's comfort viewing for me.
I agree. Yeah, no, I've watched like the 90s one a couple times at least.
Yeah. What are your favorite like docuseries?
Well, it's a great question. I don't know. I feel like I don't watch a whole lot of docus. I feel like I watch things that are like close, but they're not. I don't
Like
know.
what?
Like the food that built America.
Yeah.
So everything focused on food. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Does that count? They recreate things. I feel like I learn a lot that way. But I did enjoy like the dark side. The dark side of the night. Like that I feel like changed me. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Scary.
That episode on the Viper Room is one of my favorites, just like in TV in general.
Yeah. I gotta check. I want to go like in on it, you know?
Definitely. Well, you know where my butt's going to be in September.
I'll be tuning in though, because like I said, like the podcast has me anyways. Also, are they interviewing Missy Elliott?
They are. I was going to tell you that.
I definitely will be tuning in. But there's like a bunch of people they're interviewing anyways, like you were saying. So
I think I saw Nicole Kidman.
Really?
Yeah. Obviously, they're going to bring back SJP.
Obviously.
But I think I saw Nicole Kidman. There's a still of Naomi Campbell. So one can assume
it keeps
a still of Missy E. So you can assume.
Yeah, definitely. It won't let me view it now. Dang it, Vogue.
No. But, it made me think about, I was listening to Jake Shane, who I'm like super late to the party on, but
I'm not going to lie. I didn't know who this was until I looked at the doc, and I was like, I had to look. I'm like, who?
Jake Shane is someone that I feel like I definitely am like, if we ever met, we would be besties.
Like, it's cool.
I feel like I relate to him on so many levels, but he was on Whitney Cummings' podcast and was talking about how he just grew up on like early 2000s TV.
Yeah.
And like he would like sneak the channels growing up. Like he was plopped in front of the TV as a kid and just would like pretend like he was watching like a kid's show and would flip to like E.
Oh.
Or like, MTV and watch Jersey Shore or something.
Yes.
And it unlocked a part in my brain where I was like, no, but I did that as well. Like I would have Disney Channel on. And then I would do like the back button and it would be like either E for the Kardashians or for Sex and the City reruns, or it would be, I was a VH1, not an MTV like Real World person, but I was a VH1, like I love the 90s person. Like if they were doing one of those talking head shows or like a Best Week Ever.
Yes.
Or like a Rock of Love or My Shot with Tila Tequila. I was all about those shows as a kid.
But you were sneaking them.
Snuck them completely, but I was obsessed, especially with like I Love New York.
That's so fun. So like, I guess, well, these are all like adult shows, I'm
like
guessing.
Trashy reality TV, where all of them would dress up and, vie for the love of some washed up either rapper or rock star. Just like not stuff that like a kid should watch, like a 12-year-old should watch.
I did think it was funny when he like in that interview was like, oh yeah, I wanted to be on Jersey Shore. Like that's aspirational to me. I felt seen by that. Yeah.
Totally. I always wanted to be like a talking head on like Best Week Ever. Yeah. That was like my dream as a kid. I was like, I don't know, but I just want to be a talking head on VH1.
Yeah.
And now I have a podcast.
Now you are, in a way. Yeah.
Just living the dream. Did you ever do that as a kid? Did you ever like sneak TV shows?
Well, I didn't have a lot of access. We just had like basic channels, and the trash TV that would be on would be like Maury, Jerry Springer, and I feel like that was like encouraged. Like, I don't think like, I don't know if I snuck anything TV wise. Video games, I may have.
What did you see?
I may have like played some video games I shouldn't have been playing.
Such as?
I may have been making my Sims woohoo.
Oh.
And then quickly like change the like, oh yeah, I'm just watching TV.
Well, what was the video game that you like had to sneak?
I mean, it was The Sims. I mean, I just think like they didn't know that the woohoo aspect was wild. It was over the top. I mean, you don't actually see anything, but what it implies, I just felt like, when you're like 13, you're like, oh my God, this is so naughty.
True.
I'm like, they can't see this. They can't see my Sims doing what they're doing. It's wrong. I shouldn't even be watching this. I shouldn't be playing. I mean, like the game itself, it's not really that crazy. Or like my Sims would party, I don't know.
My eyes. My own eyes from The Sims.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, I shouldn't look. But yeah, I mean.
I wonder what like The Sims to, I don't know, what's the pipeline? Like Sims kids
like
turned into what adults?
Oh, I don't know.
Who's to say?
Yeah, I feel like maybe I was in a bubble a little. So, yeah.
More time to corrupt you now.
Yeah, now
I'll show you all the greats. I think you'd actually really love I Love New York.
You think so?
Oh, I think you would be all over it.
I will say, like, I low-key love trash TV. We recently started watching the Mama June's Family Crisis. We were with the fam and our aunt put it on and we said, you know what? Yeah, let's get into this. And it was pretty entertaining, actually.
I've been talking about it with people.
Yeah.
Or I've been trying to.
It hasn't been, no one's receptive.
Just, isn't it crazy how Mama June, what's the daughter that passed away? Anyways, they're all in Florida to take the daughter's ashes.
I think it's Anna.
And, scatter her ashes. And the first day that they show up, Mama June is like, yeah, let's renew our vows. What a crazy thing to do.
And the guy didn't even know. Her husband didn't even know that this was happening. Like, she just decides to renew. Like, it wasn't like let's renew our vows. It was kind of like the whole family's surprised. The girls are like, they're like, wait, what are we gonna like throw our ashes in like the pool? Like, why are we out here like by the pool? Like, what's happening? Like, I don't understand. Like, and then like, yeah, someone comes out. They're like, who are these people at this house already? And then it's like a
surprise.
Yeah, surprise. I guess.
Crazy.
That episode was full of surprises. I mean, I'm still mad about the whole Honey Boo Boo situation where she hasn't got her money from the show.
The Coogan Fund?
Yeah.
Because Mama June spent it all?
Yeah, that makes me really upset. She was doing, I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. And then continuing to make money through this, because this is Mama June's show.
And continuing to do it through Anna's daughter that Mama June wants to adopt.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really shitty.
But no one will talk about
No one will talk about it. These important topics.
We need the talking couch just for our Mama June. What is it? Weight loss, wacky journey, whatever the show is.
Yeah, it's like Family Crisis, I think.
Oh, well, it is a family crisis.
It is. Yeah.
They are fully in crisis.
Yeah, it's like all of her kids hate her. Half of them won't even call her mom. They'll just call her June. Pumpkin's the only, like, I don't know. She seems like she's like the strong one, the most like level-headed.
She's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Pumpkin stan.
Same.
Big fan of Pumpkin.
Oh.
Well, I guess to like wrap this up. So we've been on the case.
Yes. We
have been big supporters, big proponents of Brat.
We have.
Yeah. We've totally living our Brat girl summer. Just what are your thoughts though on the Brat-ification of everything? Like I recently saw this Pitchfork article that said, Brat is officially like dead.
I saw that too. But is it?
I don't know. I think Brat's a state of mind. I know that it could be a effective marketing tool and a lot of it is cringe inducing.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'm bumping that.
I am too. Brat Girl Summer's still alive to me. Like when I saw that article, I said, no, these people are wrong. Like Brat Girl Summer's in full effect. Like the summer hasn't ended yet. Gonna ride it out,
Yeah. I mean, if Brat can make me care give me hope, can make me, you know, feel, you know, like, you know, if Brat can make me feel all these things, like, why throw the baby out with the bathwater?
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like certain things get a pass. Like, Kamala Harris, I think gets a Brat pass.
I think so.
Because Charlie XCX said she was Brat for one.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, yeah, Charlie invented Brat. So,
so she gets the
the
stamp
problem?
of approval.
Yeah.
But also, Kamala, you know, this was thrust upon her.
It was.
She didn't seek out being Brat. I think that's like the difference between
Found
like
her.
a Hillary Clinton, like, I have hot sauce in my bag thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's corny.
She was that was corny.
So, like, I feel like there's like a fine line between Brat-ification being corny, just like every product just having like the
Yeah,
green.
like, I'm gonna try to be. Yeah, I mean, they took the tweet, but still, I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't if Charlie XCX said like Nikki is Brat?
You're like, fuck yeah,
Aren't you gonna pin that and then like make it your whole personality? I mean,
100%.
I think it's a no-brainer.
So, and it's not like Kamala Harris is gonna go out there and be like talking about Brat.
Right. It's just, yeah, it's like a marketing tool.
Yeah, and it's something
cheeky.
that we've put on her. It's not something she's appropriated.
Yeah.
But do you expect more Brat-ification of things?
I mean, I think, I don't know. Like, do you mean like also like how every brand is like, this is Brat, this is Brat, this is Brat? And because I've seen a lot of like ads for like makeup or clothing and they're like, this is Brat, and it's not Brat. It's like not that right shade of green, you know? So I don't think it counts. I think maybe people will try. And I don't think Brat Girl Summer's over. I think Brat Girl Summer's a state of mind.
If you know, you know, too. I feel like true, like, people can say that they're Brat, or like corny brands can be like, oh, Brat. But because it started from something like so cool.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, like Charlie XCX or Gabriette or Julia Fox is they're very unbothered.
Yes.
So, you know, everything can say that they're Brat, but if you're Brat, you don't care about that.
Yeah, it's an unbothered state of mind. Because, yeah, I mean, even if Brat is over, not to me, I'm not bothered by it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
The
like,
right people are going to always be Brat.
I think so. Yeah, you're not going to care.
And as a bratty youth and a bratty adult, I'm still going to be Brat
Same.
once this is over.
Always.
I'm going to inhabit Brat a lot more, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm like, keep on with the Brat-ification.
Yeah.
Test me.
I agree. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. I just think it's weird that people say it's over before it's like the summer's even over. Like,
and we haven't reached.
It's like they're trying to take it away.
Yeah, you think so?
Or some people, I don't know. Or like I was reading, I don't know if that's the same article that I read where it was like, just since like Kamala Harris is Brat. I don't know. I don't really understand. Cause yeah, Charlie XCX gave her that kind of, she's the one that claimed that. Like, so it's just kind of fun. It's kind of trying to include like culture and the conversation or whatever. So it's, I don't know. Like why are people so serious?
Yeah, this is so this is like, I feel like there are a lot of serious issues at hand, especially when you get political.
Definitely.
But also everything else is unserious. Like if we had to go through, you know, what's almost 8 years of this nonsense, like everything is unserious anyways. Like just let us have Brat.
Yes.
Like everything is serious and unserious at the same time. Kind of like Brat.
Definitely.
It's like you're messy, but also you're going to go out and dance at the club. Put your brave face on. Put your party girl panties on.
Yes.
And go out there.
Go out there. Yeah.
And maybe that's what Kamala Harris has done. Maybe Charlie XCX is right. Kamala is Brat.
I think so. Yeah. I'm
you
not mad at it. Yeah. Yes. Are you?
I'm Brat.
Yeah.
I could be a little more Brat.
I think so. This just makes me, saying Bratstead just makes me want to just be more Brat. Because I'm like, okay, well, that's a challenge then, I guess.
Yes. It'll the real ones will know. If you know, you know.
Yeah. You can't just like unlight that fire that's been lit.
Definitely not.
You know?
No.
Anyway.
No. But we got anything else?
Well, not really. I think I just want to put on my evening culottes and and you know, just dance my worries away. Be brat, you know? Be a brat girl.
Put our brat culottes on.
Put our brat culottes on, put on our tiny sunglasses, and just be unbothered, you know?
Definitely. Well, we're one glow up away, Brie.
Yes. Just one.
Just one. All it takes is one.
Yep.
The Brat-ification of one thing.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get bangs.
Yes. Well, we'll see you next week where we might get bangs.
Yeah. Tune in to find out.
Thank you for listening. Bye. Late to the Party is hosted by Nikki Jensen and Brie Piccone. Our podcast is produced by Grace Dunbar and edited by Brie.
That's me. Thanks for listening. Make sure to rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We'll see you next week. Bye.